Again, coming to you from the Museum of Fine Arts in St. Petersburg. I'm in the great hall with a great painting from a great contemporary artist. Kehinde Wiley is one of the most important, prominent, well-known contemporary artists working anywhere. This is from his World Stage series. Kehinde Wiley with a very interesting working method. He will walk through urban areas and approach people on the street who catch his eye for whatever reason and ask if he can work with them, take their picture, and then work them into incredible portraits like this. You see the Zodiac figures in the background behind this gentleman that he came across in Israel, if I understand the story correctly. So what Kehinde Wiley attempts to do in his work is place ordinary people of color into scenes from art history. This obviously looks some sort of Napoleonic gesture or something you'd see here in the Louvre with Jacques-Louis David, and there's some emperor holding his hand out like this, and a very dramatic gesture of power and colonialism, or addressing his people, something of that nature. But what Kehinde Wiley attempts to do is put these incredibly ordinary people he just runs across on the street into poses and pictures of a grand scale, obviously, like this. When you look at a picture this big, he's obviously trying to tell you this is important. You wouldn't put a minor figure in a picture that large, but that's what Kehinde Wiley is doing, and that's how he's upending art history. Ordinary people of color portrayed as if they were emperors, as if they were kings and princes and knights on this extraordinary scale. The detail of this painting is outrageous if you want to come up and look more closely at it. The installation of this painting is incredibly meaningful here at the MFA St. Pete, because the grand hallway that we're in here, grand gallery, it divides the ancient, Baroque, medieval, the old master artwork from the more modern sections, and that's what Kehinde Wiley is fusing here. A very contemporary figure, contemporary dress, obviously the tank top and the cargo shorts, into a more Baroque, medieval, Rococo pose. One of these things, again, you could imagine this person with oak laurels around his head, and a chariot and a big army behind him. But again, Kehinde Wiley, what so kind of exploded his work on the global scene really was this unique fusion of contemporary people in these classical poses. And most, I won't say most, but many of the top art museums in the country and the world increasingly will have paintings like this by Kehinde Wiley, and this was a new acquisition by the MFA St. Pete. This one entering the collection in the winter 2019-2020, I think maybe December 2019, January 2020. So a new piece for the new installation at the MFA St. Pete, a stunner here by Kehinde Wiley.